So, let me ask you a question right off the bat. What do you think your greatest strengths as a manager?
Why don't I tell you what my greatest weaknesses are? I work too hard, I care too much, and sometimes I can be too invested in my job.
Okay. And your strengths?
You're not busting up my money.
Real rap.
Yeah.
So let's get into this interview real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm dying to know about you and your group.
Yeah, let's just get to it.
So shout out to them. Couldn't be here tonight though.
Yeah, shout out to my fellas.
Out there grinding, getting it. Hit them with the first question, okay?
Alright, so the name of you guys is Everything But Nothing. Where does that name come from?
Well, back in the day, I used to draw like these little pictures like on the side of all my like work papers and stuff in class and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to show y'all something, but it was like, it was just nothing. And then like sometimes I would just, like sometimes I would draw and I put like a headphone in it or something, or I put, you know, like a chip, like random stuff, and it was just like, all right, this is everything, but it's nothing at all. You know what I mean? That was my train of thought. But when I first got to the group, because my little brother, Kamal Abstract, he made it. Him and Tron, actually. He used to be a part of this once upon a time. But,
really? Interesting.
Yeah, so what had happened with that, I liked what they was doing, and I decided, you know, I kind of want to be a part of that, because I've been rapping, but I was rapping with some other guys, and they had a name, SFC, and I was like, we don't want to go with that because, you know, that's copyrighted. You know, we shouldn't use that name. And I put EBN on it, and they was like, yeah, they like it. So we just ran with it ever since then.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Poppin'. So how did you guys like actually link up? Like I know you kind of said he started it and stuff like that, but how did you all?
As far as the linking thing went, it was just a mix of just friends, just doing it. And it was all good at first, but you know
how groups go.
Yeah. Like, down before it used to be like, honestly, it was probably like 30 of us at first. You know?
30?
Yeah, like, I can say that for real.
So y'all was like P&B?
Y'all was trying to be like the straight out of Compton crew for real.
It was a lot of us.
So how many is it now?
It's straight
It's just 4.
So y'all went from 30 to 4.
Larry Stevens, Chase Escobar, and Kamal Abstract.
30 to 4.
For real, yeah.
Sheesh.
And it was like just cutting off. Like,
Your music is so rich and artistic. It's like real MC hip hop feel. How did you develop that sound? And I'm wondering who's making these beats for y'all, because
them Jones was popping, right?
Yeah, I was really feeling it. I was like, this is something I could listen to. Love that.
Yeah, but as far as the beats go, you know, we just had a falling out with our used to be producer, so we've been like digging on YouTube lately for what we like, and we've made a few connections off of there, actually, the people that want to send us stuff, and we just been doing a lot of stuff off of their stuff, and it just works because it's people out there that's into what we are into.
Right.
And you know, as far as being an MC, when they go hand in hand, because like that stuff just comes to you. People hear it, like, yo, I like what you're doing. I want to send you some beats, and it's like, all right, let's do it. And yeah, we make each other work. You know.
That's popping. I know.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Exactly.
listening to your music, I get the vibe of like the 90s, like real, like just like straight off the street, like just you can really feel it. So when you all first started rapping together, did you already have in mind what you wanted your sound to be?
See, we did, but we didn't know how to go about it because we were still young. Everybody wanted to have fun. You know, that was the first thing. Everybody just wanted to do fun stuff back in the day. So when it came to the music, it was like strictly fun. We didn't put no like thought into it. It was just like, if it sounds fun and it's good, let's just do it. That was bad. But we like consolidated around like 2012, and that's when we started making like our realest music. Like we was making, as far as like the lyrics, and we would like sit down and we have discussions about what we want to put in the song, how we gonna go about it, who gonna do the hook, who gonna even ad libs, just stuff like that. Who's gonna say this? Who's gonna say that? Right. How are we gonna put this together? Structure, yes. So every time we make a song now, it's just like we know what's going to be done before it's done. All we need is the verses from each other, and we're good.
That's popping.
Yeah.
That's popping that y'all can work like that.
Yeah, it works.
Most people can't do it.
It works very well.
So my question for you is, being a group, how do you guys actually deal with your creative differences? Because I know there are some, like there's no way to avoid that.
Yeah.
So how do you guys deal with that?
Simple, just deal with it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all know what the bigger picture is. So It's like, we love each other. We know what we going to get accomplished and what we have to do.
Right.
So our differences got to go to the side, and those differences sometimes combine, and it helps make better stuff. Sometimes, you know.
Interesting.
So it's like, how you feel about doing this? How I feel about doing that? How about we try this and that? And you know, that's how we get our music.
Yeah, and if it's like a brotherhood, you should be able to get
Exactly,
over it, right?
exactly. So that's how it is. Because it was like back then we used to have like all these people in the group. It was too many minds colliding their points.
Yeah.
And when it came down to just the four that's in it now, it's just like we hang around each other the most anyway. So we got the chemistry, you know. So as far as like,
we do got chemistry.
yeah.
No, seriously, man, y'all high. I'm telling you, I don't really say that to a lot of people.
For
Yeah.
real.
Tell us the concept behind your single, Art of Flow, and where did you get the idea from? And
Art of Flow.
and speaking of chemistry, you guys have great chemistry.
Thank you. Well, Chase, he came with the beat one day
Nice.
because we were actually like trying to figure out what we wanted to do because we had just dropped a Treehouse or whatever, and we wanted to put something else out. He was trying to get into the habit of like putting out more stuff a lot more often. So he came with the beat or whatever, and then Steve had came through. That's Larry Stevens. He came through, and he like, yo, what about we call this the Art of Flow? And I'm like, why? He's like, it's dope. And I'm like, it's dope too. But what's the meaning? He's like, well, basically, we just be kicking it. We show y'all how we do it. And at the end, you hear, you know, the little thing. I came up with that, by the way. When you listen to the song, he gonna try to say he did it. But it was like,
At the end?
yeah, it's
Yeah, I heard
people. You know, this is music. You know, some people see art in a different way. This is how we hear, you
Right.
know, our art and stuff like that. So it's just like we get down. You know, there's no other way around it. We just come together, and it's just the art.
It is.
You know, we make it art.
I'm gonna leave this way after the show. You each have your own unique name from what I've been reading. Can you let our listeners know the meaning of your name?
Yeah, bully. That's what I do to these beats, you know. Yeah, I don't show no mercy. I just want it to be all good, you know. I want it to be demolished when I'm finished with it. And for the most part, that's what I do, you know.
When did you realize that rap is what you wanted to do? If you that was the, you know, the route that you wanted to take. Do you have a degree? Do you give us a little
Degree in rap? You have a
I
degree
don't
in
know.
rap?
That'd be
you
dope
know
if
what
you
I
could do
meant,
that.
like, you know.
Well, when I was younger, my cousins used to rap, and I like looked up to them.
Mhm.
And I didn't take it serious until I got to college myself, and we was recording with a
What
rock
college?
band. Like I used to go to UArts.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nothing
Did
they
you
can teach me about it,
graduate?
I got boot. Yeah, that's a whole different story. But yeah, I was rapping in there like mainly, and I figured out I wanted to really do it. So when I got out, it was like it's time to put the most into it that I can, and I just
Right.
start developing, and now I'm here. You know.
What inspirational message would you give to people trying to get their own music and stuff out there with a different style that basically no one has ever seen? What would you tell them?
Be real. Have fun, and don't do it for nobody but yourself.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Plain and
that.
simple.
Exactly. What's up, y'all? Here with Yatt Bully of the EBN Squadron. I just wrapped up an interview with 5 girls in the mic, and they are awesome. So y'all should check them out whenever y'all get the opportunity.
Boom, happy as ever. I levitate above the hate, negativity, never. Whenever I feel the type of way, remove myself from situations. Walking trains at any station without all the